Welcome to What You Up To Now, day 1795. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Name a rose or taste teeth is what I titled this one, which is totally weird, right? What the heck does that even mean? It means have a drink of coffee and then share what you got to share today. Today I created two pieces of content like I do every day. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, documenting my journey, mostly my online journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. Every once in a while I share some tidbits of lessons learned, some stories about the good, the bad, and the ugly of growing and building and supersizing your own businesses, or just creating an online presence and showing up in the world and in your life. So today, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet is our idiom for today. Oh, magnifying glass fell. And it's, of course, from Romeo and Juliet. I think it's probably very, very, if not one of the most famous idioms and most used. We use it a lot, right? We use it to compare good things to good things and bad things to bad things, no matter what we call them. We do this with a lot of things. Sometimes to take the sting out of it, we rename things. Other times for our own agenda, whatever it might be. Maybe it's a political agenda. Maybe it's a religious agenda. Maybe it's a get attention agenda. Marketers are notorious for making things up and making words up. I think of real estate listings and real estate postings back in the day and all the different ways that people could flower and describe a property. It's just mind-boggling, but it works, right? And it's always up to us to decide and define what things mean to us. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We've certainly talked about that before. And it's because each of us has a different filter, the filter of our experiences, our feelings, our current situation, our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about ourselves, as well as other people, the world, and things determine how we see things. So I like this one, a rose by any other name. It reminds us that it's what's inside that counts. Don't judge a book by its cover, because you don't know what it's like inside until you open up that book and read that book. And maybe there isn't much in it, right? Maybe there isn't much content, but maybe there is. So often, and we're all human beings, we do this automatically. We judge things that we see. Mostly we're just filtering and sorting, not really judging. We're just deciding if it's something we need to pay attention to or not. And a lot of things, most things, we don't need to pay attention to, but we get to pick and choose what we're going to pay attention to. Our time, I will say forever, is our most valuable resource. And we get to decide how we're going to use that time, what we're going to do with it, and what we're going to experience, what we're going to think, what we're going to feel, what we're going to do, who we want to show up as, and how we're going to be in the world. So I like this idiom. Talked about it on Supersize Your Business. You're welcome to go listen to that video clip. You can find it pretty much anywhere. On Supersize Your Business for Female Entrepreneurs group, Supersize Your Business page on Facebook, and then I also share it on YouTube and a plethora of other places because I can, and it's easy and fun to do. So a rose by any other name was our idiom, and that ties into our two questions for the annual challenge, the BU 365-day challenge. We're doing one thing every day this year that improves us in some way. And for the month of December, I thought I'd dial it down a notch and make it a little bit less, cumbersome and hard, because we can't be working on ourselves all the time in the way that it feels like work. We have to be setting up systems and processes and habits and rituals and routines that cause us to automatically move in the direction we want to move in different areas and aspects of our life. So one of the most important tools we have and we use already is questions and questioning things. So I decided I would ask 2 questions a day, one hypothetical kind of ridiculous one, because today's is ridiculous, and another one that's more thought-provoking to help us get to know ourselves better. So the first question is, does someone's name influence who they become? So do you think your name has had an influence on who you are right now? I hadn't thought about this until I started talking about it. I would say absolutely yes. My name definitely has had an influence on me, and both my first name and my last name and my married name and my unmarried name, etc. And in a lot of different ways. And recent studies have backed up that, in that our name has a potential, everything has a potential to impact us, right? But our name has a potential to influence our behavior, our physical appearance, our career path, our life choices, our popularity, and how other people perceive us. Absolutely. I've never really thought about that a lot before, because our name is just our name, and for the most part we just figure out how to live with it. We're like some people that are smart enough to actually pick and choose and change their name and create the name and the identity that they want. And it's because our name has a lot to do with our identity, but we get to pick and choose our identity too. So let's do that. And we can make our name whatever we want and make it our own, right? I like my name, Sharon. It's a fine name. So, and Horne, I've gotten used to that, right? With an E at the end. But we talked about then, that was our first question. The second question is a very silly question. And it says, what do teeth taste like? And do all teeth taste the same? I don't even know. I'm going to ask ChatGPT this one today because I don't even want to spend any time and energy thinking about or researching it. All right, that's it. If I can help you anyway, ask. It's the day before Christmas, which is the day before Christmas Eve. One of my favorite days is that I wrap presents and I tie things up and I try to get prepared for Christmas and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as much as possible ahead of time so I can actually experience, be present, and enjoy the days. All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, see you tomorrow. Bye.